So when she emailed us, she said, "Hey, Bert, help me out here. I think I fell in love with my soulmate, but my soulmate still wants to be out there on the streets hauling himself around." And we were pretty hard on this guy. I think in this case, Mo, it's short enough that I think it's worth reading the original email that she sent.
Got you. Dear Bert Show, I feel like I've met my soulmate. We met online, and when we met in person, everything felt so natural. It was like I'd known him all my life. We have a ton in common, love spending time together, and are able to talk about anything. We've been dating for about a year and have declared our love for each other. But since we're so honest with each other, he also shared that he is not ready to be exclusive. He still wants to sleep with other people. He says that he feels like I'm his forever person, but just not right now. Am I being played? What should I do? Sincerely, Lonely Soul.
So without reading his email yet, I still feel like I got the same knee-jerk reaction I had before. Dude's with you for 1 year and says, "I'm not ready to settle down and wants to be out there hoeing around." I feel like you're getting played.
I think I'm trying to remember what I said. But if I recall, he's being honest with you. He's being upfront with you. He's telling you, excuse me, how he wants it. So you can't really get mad at him.
Well, and now you've got a choice to make.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I felt the same. I don't feel like she's getting played. I feel like he's being honest. He's being upfront. He's telling you what it is, and you have to decide if that's something you're willing to deal with.
I feel like she's being played because she doesn't see it for what it is that, you feel like this guy is your soulmate, as it says right here in the first line. I feel like I've met my soulmate. Would your soulmate really want to go out and step out on other people? If you wouldn't be asking us this question if that was the right answer.
And to be clear, just because you think he is your soulmate, he may not think that you are his soulmate.
If he was your soulmate, he would also think you were his soulmate.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think that line too, he says that he feels like I'm his forever person. So that's planting a seed in her head, like, if you just hang around long enough, I'll come around and I'll make you my one and only.
Okay, so Kristen often says this, that, I wonder what the other side of this whole thing is. Well, we're about to find out, okay? Because this dude is one of our hardcore listeners, which we call a P1. Hello, I'm your player/douchebag, as you address me from the Lonely Soulmate email you recently read. I'm a P1 on the show. Also, this sounds like a threat. I still have Bert's number.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, Bert gave his phone number out on the air a while back, and he didn't think it was a big deal, but it was.
Yeah, that was years ago, and I get texts every day. Can you guys lose that? I will call her Ms. Lonely. She is a P3, so he is establishing here he is diamond medallion, and she's barely flying at all. All right. I always tell her about the discussions on the show. She sent an email to see what others think that are not biased. What she didn't include, here we go, is that I have been in a 10-year marriage that I started at the age of 20. I have been in a 10-year marriage that I started at the age of 20, which includes 4 kids. I have just separated from my ex-wife the beginning of last year, and just now finalized a very hectic and toxic divorce in October. In my previous marriage, I was unable to do anything that I wanted to do, like go out with friends, party. I started talking with and dating her towards the end of last year, and we definitely hit it off very, very quickly. Since day one, I told her I'm nowhere near ready for a relationship and just want a friendship/casual thing, but nothing serious. She accepted it, even though she wanted a relationship. I ended up falling in love with, as she did, for me. There's a part of me that wants to be in an exclusive relationship with her, but then there's a part of me that just wants to be free and do what I want to do. I don't want to be in a relationship with her at this time because I will feel like I will regret not having different experiences, and a part of me is afraid it will end in the same way as my previous marriage. I do love her, and I already told her not to wait for me if it's a relationship she wants because I don't know when I'm going to be ready. With all that said, I want to hear your thoughts on what you think I should do. Should I just do what I think is right and just stop talking to her altogether? Or should I do what I want and keep in contact with her? Or maybe there's a third option? You all decide our fate. He writes, no pressure though. P.S. I never said we were soulmates, Abby. Sincerely, the douche player?
Can I bring up the third option? I think the third option is going home to your 4 kids and not focusing on getting around and going and partying. This just seems a little bit immature to me. I have to be honest. If you have committed 10 years to a marriage, you have 4 kids, and this feels like you are running from your old life. And unfortunately, you made the decision 10 years ago to start a relationship with somebody, to start a family with somebody. And it just seems like the decisions you're making now are running away from the responsibilities that you signed up for.
I'm going to disagree with Abby on this one. I think that, yeah, you have 4 kids and you got a family at home, but that doesn't exclude you from going out and doing your thing now that the divorce is finalized. I would say this, that you guys got to make a decision here. You can't have your cake and eat it too here. That's obviously not working for everybody. I just don't think you're ready to settle down. I think you should tell her that. And she's not strong enough to get out of this relationship, but she also is a grown-ass woman. So it sounds to me like he's being completely 100 with her. If she wants to continue this relationship, then continue it. But he's telling you everything you need. Everything you need.
This screams that we need to do a little self-work, that you need to date yourself for a while. And if you're firmly sitting on the fence right now, you need to let her go. You need to walk away from the relationship. We always say, timing is very key in relationships.
More important than anything, I think.
And this one just isn't the right time for you. And that's okay. What you're going through, and especially coming from, this, toxic marriage. So yeah, take some time for yourself. You're totally entitled to that. But I think the kind thing to do would be to let her go.
I agree. To be honest, this didn't change much for me. I still don't think he's playing her, but I do think he can help her a little bit by realizing the fact that she may not be able to get out of this on her own. I think there's accountability on both parts, but I think he was honest about what he is looking for. And if which it seems like that's not going to work for her, then I think the nice thing to do would be to let her go and to figure your situation out and run the streets for as long as you may need to.
But, okay, I don't want to prolong this thing. She's a grown-ass woman, too, though. Mm-hmm. Why does he have to make the decision for her?
That's why I'm saying I think it would be the nice thing to do. I think there's accountability on both parts. She has to be accountable for the fact that he's been very honest with you, and you are not being a grown woman by walking away after he established what it is. Mm-hmm. But if he wants to do the what I believe to be the nice thing, it would be to let her go so that you can run the streets freely.
So either one, P1, we are removing the douche player label from you. You are not a douche player.
Bert Show.